Okay. It's totally working now. Hello, everyone. Okay, yes, it's working. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, little extra delay, scrambling a bit. But we're here. We're doing stuff. Yeah, beverage. Going to try Monster Hunter Stories 3. Tried the first one and I just couldn't. They have a palico / feline sidekick in the first one that is very much we need to get the, elementary school little boys market as far as the humor and behavior of the character. They made an animated series as well, and that character is insufferable. It's just bad. And doesn't seem to be in this one. Hearing good stuff about it, so we'll see. But before we do, let's check in with the kitties. We do have Ember. She has actually secured her spot for once. We'll see how long it takes for Molly to steal it. We have Mason, Sherbet, and Sammy on the bed. Let's see here very carefully. Molly is beneath my feet. And not clear where Sky is. Which can be concerning, but, All right, though. Standard things apply. We are not going to be playing the actual music of the game. That can be a shame with Monster Hunter games, but music rights holders and other streaming channels cannot be trusted, and that is the world we live in. So here we go. I did try out the character creator before, and from what I can tell, we can make some neat stuff. But I figured we'll do that again, because then you'll get to see it. Oh, apparently, it loaded up the extra content from my save games. Let's see. This is from Monster Hunter Rise, and I believe this is from Wilds. I think there's something from World that you can get, but I don't know if it's just not detecting it or what. Not a big urgency there. We got to have body type to trigger a particular crowd here. You get your presets to work with, and you can look. There are scenes early on when it will be a child character. You get your little page boy bowl cut going on. Let's see. Let's see how well we can recreate here. You gotta get the facial structure just so. Let's see here. Remember if it no, okay. Let's see. Like, kind of side by side here. We're kind of winging it, not that direction. I think that's as close as we're gonna get. Not a lot of options. It's largely prefabricated, it would seem. Let's see here. You like that? Yeah. Oh, no, it didn't stick. That's right. You gotta press the button. Not a lot of difference in the faces. Okay, that one's stuck. That's stuck. That'll do. There is a it is something that you see a lot of difference in between different folks when they're streaming. The attitude of the stream is a big difference. Okay, let's see here. We'll do this, huh? Well, perhaps an easier reference here. Probably looking at that. And can we get away that? And really brighten that sucker up. I generally don't zoom in this much, you know? Then, of course... I think that's actually kind of accurate. Hello, Molly. Have you come to sit with me? Molly is really the only one that does the making biscuits kind of thing. Let's see here. I think... I think that's accurate. Okay. Let's look at these. Tricky. Okay. Oh, cute. If you look, there's a little light speck there. Huh. You can go for kind of four-sided iris here. Well, we know what that is. Saturate that sucker. Luminous. And we need kind of a darker blue. Oh, we might have to change that. The other color is in the speckles. Well, that won't do. It's thrilling, you know? Oh, wow. Really? I think this is actually the closest we're gonna get. Might be in there. We'll go with that. Everybody knows this actually happens constantly. Doesn't matter how serious the game is. We can't really get the dark blue. We might be able to change the core color to get more of that. Go about there. So when Molly sits on my lap, in general, when she's ready to snooze, she actually kind of climbs up my stomach a little bit, drapes her arms forward. He is tricky cat to please. Meow meow. We get some pointy teeth, just not enough, you know? So one of the things is you have the little presets that you can do. Where it's kind of combos here, but they added so you have composite hair in this. So it's whatever the front is, and then the back of the hair are separate. Which makes the little, let me... makes some of the logos really weird. Like this one, it just has the little antenna on the front. pretty good. That one right there. But then you have the back is completely independent. It's a full preset, but you know, here we are. There is also hairstyles based on various monsters that it seems like you unlock. Two-tone hair. Let's see here. We do fully desaturated, and then we brighten that up. It is kind of subtle in this, but the hair ends in little blue tinge. It's like fiber optics, or at least that is kind of how I described it. That. Saturate that up. This is kind of a trick in some of the Monster Hunter things for getting interesting effects, is they give you full saturation and brightness, and the brightness that they use can oversaturate. The image formats that I'm using in my game for kind of short-circuiting some of the stuff for shaders allows for oversaturation, where it is overcoloring, which lets you do things like this, where it almost glows on the screen. Isn't that pretty? In base Monster Hunter, in Monster Hunter Wilds, I've actually pulled off the little fracture under the left eye there. But they don't quite have the same stuff to work with. This symbol is curvier than I would normally use. Wilds and World have kind of a jaggedier one for this that is more usable, let's say. And you can't really do a lot with it. So we'll just go with the classic, how do you still have an eye scar? And then, like, you know, earrings and whatnot and glasses. Sadly, you can't make them short enough to be character accurate. Don't know if you've ever seen it, but I've streamed alongside Okami Sky a couple of times. And it's kind of fun in that the height disparity is skewed very badly if we put our models next to each other in scale, so like the faces are about the same size. Because canonically she's about twice my height. And she's tall, but not exceptionally tall. I believe, I think it's 120 centimeters. Let me think here. Math is not mathing. Yeah, about 120 centimeters. And she's about 6'3". Dramatic music. Yes, model height. I'll have to link the, for the giggles, we've done, like, size comparison charts before. I'll have to do an updated one with her new model. So noteworthy, they're still wearing monster outfits in this. I don't know... Very glowy footprints. I know in the stories world, it's... The hunters exist. It's not like they're just reimagining it. It's that the area that a lot of the stories ones take place is not where the hunters and the associated guilds are. Because, you know, the hunters are... It's kind of an ecological control / culling group. You know, they protect the people doing the science, but part of protecting is, let's go kill a bunch of them. That was a sealed Anjanath in there, I believe. In mid, I am in its like I am spitting fire mode. It's always comical, so everybody is clearly wearing like respirators or something like that. And as she's approaching, she's like, you know what? Because I'm so interested in this thing, I'm going to take off the respirator. Despite the fact that there's clearly, like, particles in the air. Like, that's giving off stuff. That feels like something that you don't want to be inhaling. It's pretty, but, you know, luminous particles tend to be something that you don't want in your lungs. I wonder what kind of monster egg that is. Disturbing bowl-cut child form. The lady that was on that's on the left there currently looked very concerned as she was rolling that in. The guy on the right looked just happy to be there.
Could that be?
Have you seen one before?
Look at that.
Oh, excited muttering.
Could it be?
Let us commence. The rite of emergence.
Like how the robed guys were on hand, like they were backstage waiting for their cue. Like this rite of emergence was definitely scheduled. They're just pretending to be surprised. They had a rehearsal of this whole thing before the crowd came in.
I can hear them. Two sounds. Overlapping each other. There's one.
I like how dowsing seems to be part of this process.
That's a Rathalos, plain as day.
Are you sure?
It's a miracle. An extinct species here in our kingdom.
Got the blue crystalline highlights and one horn. And we have the mirrored horn there.
They're twins. An ill omen indeed. And look at their scales. Like those of the accursed sky scale Rathalos.
I like how they only noticed that it looked like this scary Rathalos once there were two of them.
Monsters are a portent.
It's like it was invisible to them until there was a second one side by side.
Ancient custom dictates that only one may live.
That's that's a custom. I've actually been rereading Higurashi, the manga, and at one point they do have a similar custom. Is that if the heir is born as a twin, then one of the twins needs to be killed. And it's, why would you do this? At the very least, look at it as like a built-in backup. Look at that, I got a title and everything. So yeah, Tass, it's the TV series that they actually released. Yeah, it's nothing compared to the book. It escalates way further.
Hate to ruin your fun, but you better get back. Just give me 1 second. This monster is a rare specimen. For all we know, it could have been the master of this forest. Looks pretty cooped up, all stuck like that.
This is a, if you know, you know,
Some
terrible
people say
thing that we're
acorns
looking
is
at.
a gift from the very distant past.
My gift?
The light of their lives may have gone out, but they have much to tell us about the world they lived in. Observing acorns teaches
The poor
us
little
about
guy
monsters
is
that have
essentially
gone
screaming,
extinct.
"Oh
My book,
no!"
We couldn't have asked the past for anything better.
I suppose you're right. Still, how did they even get stuck in there? What really happened to them? Not very nice. Putting us to work solving this big confusing mystery of theirs.
I guess not. But that's what we rangers are here for.
Come on, let's head back. The rookie's inaugural expedition is today, right?
Yeah, but not until the afternoon. Ah! Oh, this is bad. I have important business to do.
Important business?
Yeah, the royal kind.
That really is
We
bad.
need to get back, fast!
I appreciate that this is how you move tutorial. It's not a, hey, it's an actual action scene, but we're going to stop and remind you, hey, jumping is a thing. Dramatic pan up and out. Do you think those are going to be upcurrent vents? Because I think they're upcurrent vents. So I get what they're claiming this is that they're going to be caught, but you're dealing with large, like, winged flyers, and they were really close to the cliffside there, and really low to the water when they called them there. How many flyers do they lose each day from that? What this is showing us is that Rathalos is a gliding hunter. They definitely have no, like, sustained hovering flight capability. That's not a thing that Rathalos do. I do like the little crystalline highlights on its scales. That it looks nice.
Hey.
Your Highness! Where are you?
The air? Can't say I've seen him.
That's Prince to you!
The royal feline, Rudy.
Where in all Azuria's Highness?
Oh, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep here. The lad is elbow deep in egg quartz as usual.
So the crystals are called egg quartz,
At
it would
last,
seem.
Prince! And when is he expected to return?
His tardiness? He should be back soon enough.
Those seem like they would be special arrows, but those are basic Monster Hunter
That's your
bow
Prince, you
arrows.
rescued rabble of rubes! Here he comes now. Hey, Captain!
Thea and her very well-dressed Poogie.
Gotta hurry.
Right!
I like the armor on the Legiana. So the save points are called Catavan stands. They are for changing the time of day in fast travel as well. But it notes some features cannot be used until they are unlocked via story progression.
Your Highness!
Sorry.
I'm guessing Rudy the feline is going to be kind of our... He's got kind of a Major Domo sort of vibe. So when I fired up the game to test it out, this is as far as I got. So here's a usability thing. So you see how it's got save data on the left. And it's like select the slot that you want to save into. See how the top one is autosave? That's the save slot that the autosave happens in whenever it autosaves. But I can highlight it, and I can press space here. which is to select that slot. You can't select that slot. You need to select a different slot. Why do you let me select this slot? Felines are let's say it's a strange thing in Monster Hunter. What would I parallel it to? It's kind of like how thinking too far into house elves in the Harry Potter world is rapidly becomes concerning. Well, are we busy? So he's got a generic monster egg on his back, and his kind of baling fork really looks like either a ornate tuning fork or like a dinner fork. It's a very cramped stable for a Legiana. Someone ought to clean up this mess, it says while it's scrubbing at the mess. I think that's an Aptonoth, right? Okay, so this is definitely... I mean, the fact that they're riding stuff, riding the monsters in this, it definitely implies that we're in the sort of the riders / tamers setting or portion of the world. But right there, while he was petting it, it's the sound call out that he was making, which is different than the text bubble is saying, was good monstie, like MONSTIE, I think is how they spell it. It's the tamed monsters are called monsties. The talkative feline. The Oryard. Cora comes to paw through our latest offerings. You'll find her pontificating on the merits of minerals.
Your Highness.
Welcome back. His Majesty awaits your return. Please proceed to the throne room at once. Where have you been? You're late, but I'm not going to say it that way because I'm not royalty. All right, we can set waypoints on objectives. Ping. Oh, yeah. That's... Even if they have no authority at all, that's Major Domo vibes. That was almost a march that they were doing.
Your Majesty.
Come forward.
Yes. Please forgive my delay, Father.
How go the Rangers, then? Have you made any progress with the encroachment?
Not yet.
Well, that's a proper noun that you just said.
Our research continues to bear fruit. This morning, in fact, we discovered egg quartz at a new location.
Just like 200 years ago.
A harbinger of conflict to come.
Expository muttering.
They speak of the Rift War 2 centuries ago.
Oh, okay.
Records
Explicit
from that era note
exposition.
the appearance of crystallized monsters.
And this has relations with Vermeil Frey. Forgive me, Your Majesty, but this resurgence, it cannot be coincidence.
We have called you here to update you on their movements. We have received tidings of Vermeil mobilizing arms.
What?
More
The
proper
Rangers,
nouns.
too, may well be forced to take up arms when the time comes. Stay at the ready.
At the ready? The Rangers aren't a combat force. They exist to
They
research
exist for the kingdom. And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria. Should the need arise, you will be tasked with duties only you can fulfill.
Yes, sir.
We have organized talks with the Vermilion envoys. You will attend as well.
Me?
Your Majesty, are you sure of this?
What about it?
It's just...
If I may, Your Majesty. The Vermeil situation is rather delicate. Our front relations have reignited protests over the incident from 10 years ago.
We're really
Some
concerned that your
denounce the
son will
actions
mess
of
it
former
up.
Queen Amara, the Vermilion who married into our royal house. Entangling the prince in these political machinations will surely endanger him.
At least he didn't say it machinations.
No matter.
Just commonly how people will say
This
machinations.
is an order. Do you understand?
Yes, Father.
We shall summon you again. You may go.
By your leave.
I get that a Rathalos would be a good combat flyer, but they also have a Legiana and presumably some other flyers, and Legiana is going to be at least as potent a aerial striker, you know? It's not fireballs, but it's still terrifying.
Why the long face? Your meeting go that badly?
But on Azure Rathalos, yeah, I mean, that's an attack helicopter. I mean, imagine, like, you got a silver Rathalos or something.
It sounds like we're on the brink of war with Vermeil.
I mean, you just imagine the capabilities in regular Monster Hunter of a lot of these critters, and you have to think it's every one of them, even some of the low tier kind of chaff monsters, are like old war armored infantry at their weakest. You look at the kind of weapons that hunters are slinging at them, and the fact that they have to effectively be slowly beaten to death, and not that they get taken down quickly by the giant harpoons that are being fired at them.
Oh. Well, that would explain why the aristocracy's been so on edge lately.
I've been ordered to join the Vermilion peace talks, but what good can I do?
Inevitably not much, because the war is definitely going to start very shortly, or else the game can't happen.
The king clearly has high expectations of you. It's a good opportunity. You should go.
Easy for you to say. Come on, you must have heard what people say about me behind my back.
It's a good opportunity. You should go. Yeah, I was thinking of disobeying a direct public order by the king. I was really considering it, but then I thought about the whole probable execution kind of results from publicly disobeying a king in front of, like, the aristocracy.
Son of the Turncoat Queen. That's what they call me. I hear it everywhere I go.
The only talk I hear of Lady Amara is as the founder of the Rangers and an intrepid protector of monsters.
I feel like the cat mouth and fangs was the correct choice. I am a fan of making dramatic story scenes less so with characters, but I don't like to go to the just give them clown makeup or make them strange beasties kind of character creation. It's why in Final Fantasy XIV, I love having a Lalafell character for all of the really dramatic scenes, because nothing takes the edge off like watching the big serious guy have to look almost 90 degrees straight down in order to have a serious conversation with the hero.
We, me and the Rangers, have nothing but respect for her. Look, what I'm trying to say is, we've all got your back, so stand tall. We know you can do this.
Thanks, Simon.
Now come on, we've got a job to do. That rookie isn't going to train herself, Captain.
Right.
Your Highness, have you attended to your duties?
I have.
This is such an honor, Captain. Getting to train under you is nothing short of a dream come true.
We haven't had a chance to talk yet, have we? Good to have you on board. I hear you're an excellent rider for your age.
One of the nice things about a Monster Hunter setting is some of the absurd anime outfits that you often get, especially with female characters, aren't really strange for Monster Hunter. It does very frequently look like they just stuffed accessories into a shotgun and fired them at you.
What, me?
Like, yes, there's thematic cohesion, but there tends to be, like, greeblies all over the place.
But forget about me, Captain. You're the amazing one. You're the one and only Rathalos rider in all of Azuria, maybe the world.
Because you got, like, the floral print purple suspenders, like, full-on suspenders, like, the strappy bit at the bottom, and then you've got the ornate, almost metallic, or like the more ornate embroidered shoulders with emblems and thread there. Then you have kind of, they're almost going for like an islander tunic with the rest of it alongside the shells. She has a bag with like cute emblems stitched onto it, almost like stickers. There's a preponderance of eclectic cute.
Huh. Well,
Wherever you go, I'll follow. Poison swamps, Gypceros nests, you name it, I'm there.
It's those characters that are, it's like, I'll follow you through fire, through anything. I will put my life on the line. We're just going down the street for groceries. It's not going to be that bad. I will bleed for you, sir.
Just take me under your wing. I am companion enough for the prince, thank you.
Right. Listen up, recruit. Our first stop is Blightstone Woods.
Blightstone Woods is actually a very nice garden area. It's kind of like a public park. It's a very nice picnicking area. You can walk your pets there.
That's where we'll begin. Your inaugural expedition is meant to show you how we Rangers do things.
That was a weird emphasis on the we. Like, I think they meant it to be how the Rangers do things, but the emphasis on we, the way it was set up, implied that there is a different group of Rangers that you would be able to immediately compare them to, that this group of Rangers does it differently.
Which means we'll surely be encountering monsters.
This is not to criticize the actual game, it's usually translation oddities.
You got it! Aye aye, Captain!
Of the base. Have a meal at the Ranger Mess and access the chest and perform... access the chest to perform various functions, including, like, character customization and such.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deploy the beacon. Why did I suddenly learn about Tobi Kadachi and Yankutgu?
Inaugural expedition time.
Is there one nearby that I didn't notice? Nope, just a bunch of Legianas. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're kind of tough. They're kind of... Like, just because you've got a lot of Legianas doesn't mean they're bad. Advance. Oh, okay, that's why. That is part of our loadout, is we have our special Rathalos, we have a Tobi Kadachi, and a Yankutgu. And then our little ally here, who it would seem is a Lancer. I'm just gonna wing it with the symbols here. So we have the main character's icon, which is this kind of jogging to the left seems to be how they've got the icon to go alongside the monster's interpretation icons. We have Greatsword, you know, the correct weapon. And then I'm going to assume that the gray one is like neutral element. We have... our Rathalos has a red kind of tiny person with arms up icon. I'm gonna say like power. And then the fire emblem. Then the Tobi Kadachi has a little blue icon with person running, so that's probably our like speed attacker thing. I believe they've got like a paper rock scissors kind of thing. I don't know what the green would be, but there are little starbursts in there, so maybe that's our, like, special attack thing with more fire element. Patronage. Inaugural expedition is the Blightstone Woods. Actually... Yep, this way. I do like that they have a deployable beacon by default.
Greetings.
The little rocking horse is a... What are those called? The egg thief ones? I can't remember. Armory. The standard or greatsword. Come back later when we have a shop tutorial. Could be a stylized Rathalos, but the tail is very wrong. Velocidrome are cute as a button. Now,
No problems here.
like... I feel like that's stretching it. Like, they don't have to say that they're scary, but I feel like cute as a button doesn't work for a lot of them. Like, oh, it's so peaceful when it's sleeping with its mouth full of needle teeth.
Okay.
Your first real mission as a ranger. First, let's ride our monsties to that overlook.
Yes.
My inaugural expedition was going to be in the Blightstone Woods. Right, you are. I'll explain in detail later.
Well,
I do like the little harnesses. There are gatherables. Well, that's going to be a problem. And apparently you level up or get experience for gathering. Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
yes. Oh,
Velociprey.
Wow.
Velociprey and Velocidrome being chaff monsters. The type that Kulu-Yaku is what I was thinking. But Velociprey and Velocidrome being kind of your chaff monsters. Usually the early monsters, there will be a type that is... There are a bunch of little ones that are kind of small monster categories, and there's a great big version that leads them.
Okay.
I think World, it was Jagras. Here we've got our Velocidrome and Velociprey. Do they have one of those in Wilds? Wilds, they have the big orange furred herd ones. It's not the same principle, but, you know, in that one they have the premise of, like, packs of animals, of monsters. As Rangers, we can't let this stand. We'll slay the Velociprey. Think of it as a chance to test your skills. This is interesting because in the first one of what I played of it, they presented it much more kind of like Pokemon, that you're just kind of knocking them out. But this has the presentation of you're actually fighting them, that you have a similar vibe to the hunters in the guild in basic Monster Hunter, and that's... They periodically, like, the monsters need to be called back now and again. Like, dangerous ones need to be dealt with. Running into a monster from behind gives you a preemptive strike, but if they hit you from behind, surprise attack. Basic world encounters stuff. It's a strong monster. It'll be a caution icon. Yellow means slightly higher. Red means you're going to get wrecked. Sneak attack.
Let's give it all.
all right.
Hey.
Perfect opponent to test a rookie's skill. Now, I get that it would be a good one to test a rookie's skill, but we also have to temper that with the idea that I got this Rathalos here, and you've got a Tobi Kadachi there, and both of those would just be able to squish this kind of monster. Looks like it's aiming for you. Why don't you try handling this by yourself? Okay, that is one of the insect weapons. I don't know if that is a bow that would come from the paralysis bugs, or if it would be one of the later ones that you have to use, like the golden beetles and whatnot from. It's hard to say because some of the bug weapons get very vibrant, even without that. But it looks like one of the later ones.
Yes.
Fight against a fleet-footed velociprey is a contest of speed.
Careful.
When your opponent are targeting each other directly, you'll enter a head-to-head. For the 3 attack types, power beats technical, technical beats speed. Okay, green is tech. And speed beats power. Okay. It is your, you can outmaneuver the powerhouse, and you can outthink the speedster, or you can you can squish them while they're thinking. Hey, Scrungo, welcome. We're in kind of the tutorial-y stuff of Monster Hunter Stories 3. We have power, tech, and speed. Each of them has a strength and a weakness. Okay, they just emphasize that. You attack each other directly, then the type conditions come in. So that's an interesting dynamic given the multiplayer thing. I suspect you are the only one in the vertical stream there, Scrungo.
Keep it up.
Clearly wasn't the right plan of attack. Opponent used a speed attack too. As such, the clash ended in a draw.
Keep an eye out.
This game is Monster Hunter Stories 3. The Monster Hunter Stories games are kind of self-encapsulated. I believe the second one had references to the first, and the third, I think, has references to, but they're not, like, connected plot lines. This is kind of Monster Hunter meets Creature Collector. At least a Creature Collector variant of Monster Hunter. Battle line tells you who's going to be targeted next. For speed attacks. Ah, okay. So you can choose which type of attack you are going to make. And to some extent, you have to either know or assume what kind of attack they're going to make. So in theory, if it uses speed, using a tech attack will win.
Nice.
Well, Captain.
That was the opener of the Greatsword Area of Effect swing. For a double attack, you and your monster should both use attacks with a type advantage. So I'm guessing if the monster is attacking one of, like, you or your monster, and you both... Is it that you both have to win the attack? The Greatsword in Monster Hunter is very much build-up strikes. just using the swings like the area swing, you tend to really see the momentum of it. Its primary move is essentially to charge up and swing down really hard. So it becomes kind of a skirmishing weapon. You are encouraged to run around and get into position. The Wilds changed it that you kind of face off and try to get timing on them. But that's one of the cool things about Monster Hunter is all of the weapons feel like they have some real weight to them in combat. The movements are cool. Doesn't feel like you're just waving the weapons at them, you know? I mean, with a big enough sword, you really want a much, much longer grip. I think a lot of great swords, like the anime level greatsword, your Buster swords and whatnot, are not infrequently derived from either things like ores when people are making them, or there have been historic examples, not like wide-scale deployed historic examples, but things like the Zanbato and whatnot. Just great big blade that is meant to be, you need a lot of leverage. And yeah, a polearm is a decent example. It's like having a halberd that is got an even bigger blade on it, you know? Let's see. They both attack. If they both get... So you both have to win a head-to-head targeting the same thing. If I ever played RL Craft, it does not ring any bells, no. Okay. Well,
Let's see.
Neither Ratha nor Kagachi have attacks with type advantage against the Velociprey, do they?
No.
Well, Ratha the Rathalos and Kagachi the Tobi Kadachi. All you need is belief. At times like this, you just have to switch monsters. And your Yankut Ku into battle. Okay, Yankut Ku has tech moves. Or at least favors tech. One moment. Cough. Can switch once per turn. They do their own thing.
Well, Your Highness!
Let's go.
Yes.
Yankut Ku is no slouch compared to a Velociprey. So again, from a overall Monster Hunter perspective, every one of the monsters that is on this team would one-shot a Velociprey. No need for type advantage or anything like that. All of the actual attacks from these monsters would end them. fireballs or the beak slam of a Yankutku is brutal. Though it does depend whether it is the earlier Monster Hunter intro Yankutku, or if we're talking about like your later ones where in World, in Wilds and whatnot, they are later stage monsters that are even scarier.
Okay.
Yes.
So then we use tech against that thing.
Got it!
That cat's name is Molly. She is a friendly little pudge. Another of my cats has just joined me on my shoulder, which means I am at best 50% limb capacity right now. Double attack is extra damage. How many we can see. So we won't be able to see Ember because she's on my shoulder. Okay, let's see here. We've got... 4 visible, 5 accounted for. Can't see where Sherbet is, but... Okay, so we have a simplified basic attack, paper, rock, scissors. I suspect elemental damage is going to play in, though that might be resistance and modifier type. Like, it doesn't sound like it plays into the hard attack modifier of the little tri-type thing. So here's our Velocidrome. Jumpin' Poogie Snoots.
Seriously?
Head of the pack. This one leads those other crested cuckoos.
So, listen.
Doubt normal attacks will suffice here. This might be a good time to use a skill. Many skills are powerful, but they consume stamina. Okay, well, yeah, we have an MP gauge. Stamina may recover naturally, but be careful not to overdo it. Some can trigger head-to-head. Okay. So, if they've got a type, then the same rules apply. Each turn, you get a little stamina back. Different weapons have different active skills, and decos let you have even more. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Are we... Okay, our character here. All right, so... I don't know if they're just referring to it, but tackle, charge slash, and strong charge slash. In theory, there would be one more after that, which would be true charge slash. But the 3 slashes are the greatsword combo. And often you speed up the combo by using charge tackle in the middle of it, which is just a shoulder slam. A shoulder slam that is one of the most potent interruption moves in the game. Okay, and you can still set the type.
Your Highness!
Oh. Okay. And you can go for body parts too. Okay, that's a good that's a good touch. So the head is vulnerable to impact damage, to crushing damage. And that aligns again with Greater Monster Hunter is usually battering the head is a good way to go about it since you'll wear them down and stun them, that kind of thing. Whereas other body parts, unless they're heavily armored, usually you have things like slash and pierce are better. But since we're using our charge tackle, we want to go for the face.
You did it!
That was not what it said. That is a move that you almost never do. Actually, that's usually... That animation would normally be the greatsword block. If you can't tell, I'm a greatsword player in other Monster Hunter games. That pose, if you wanted to do impact damage, is normally they go into that block and then you kick them. It does very little damage. It is not... You wouldn't really run with that. There is a combo that usually ends in a blade slap, like you hit them with the flat of the blade. But it's... The timing of it is fiddly.
So, listen.
Like normal attacks, skills can reduce a monster's wyvern soul gauge. This makes it much easier to slay monsters, so make sure to plug away at those wyvern soul gauges. Okay. That was the wyvern soul damage marker on the, when we were choosing hit location. Presents a monster's fighting spirit. Reducing it to 0 gives you a big advantage.
Okay.
Let's whittle down the Velocidrome's gauge. Well, there was a little, like, letter gauge there, so I'm guessing we can do... Okay, we have items. Ah, okay. So, it looks like all of the others are going for the body.
Looking good!
But since it was not going after me directly, it wasn't the head-on attack. It has become angry. When enraged, they tend to change their attack patterns. Attack tendencies also change depending on a monster's form. I'm guessing when they say form, it's referring to some of the monsters that have, like, a visible state change, like Anjanath's back fins opening and its, like, the nose crest expanding kind of stuff. Well, let's see... Oh, requires charge level 2 or higher. Okay, there is a charge gauge. Neat. Oh, yeah. That was the warning. It switched to power attacks while being enraged here.
Nice one!
All right.
Toppled over. And we have a grandiose name for everybody put the boot in.
Time! How about that? You did it!
Okay, that was the change up. So this is where they have the same kind of vibe of learn how the monsters behave, in that, you know, when this one goes enraged, or when it enters a different state, or when it is enraged in a different state, knowing which ability types they favor gives you that ability to quickly shut them down.
So, listen.
If you knock them down, you get to deal lots of extra damage. But it's only when a lone monster is toppled. Okay, and if you don't, they're still effectively stunned. I wonder if it's just saying you can still topple them when they're not alone. You just don't get to use the super move.
Yeah.
We did it!
Good work.
And you get point ratings, I guess.
Yes.
That should work.
You get XP and items. Some battles you can retry, so I'm guessing story battles let you retry. You get your HP and hearts fully recovered at the end. All statuses cured. And stamina goes back to normal. Okay, so it's... each battle is kind of its own little bubble. Yay, we won the tutorial battle. Okay, we go to the lookout, and then we look for the next zone line.
Yes.
So is this just narratively a point of view area, or is it going to be like our Ubisoft tower? What is that hovering thing? Come here, gatherables. Ah, okay, those are vigor wasps. Okay, all the basic gathering points are accounted for so far.
Okay.
Head up to the lookout point. But the Ratha couldn't climb lookout points. Alright, so now we are demonstrating that different monsters have different traversal skills. Clearly, based on the opening, Rathalos can fly, can do the glidey thing. And Tobi Kadachi can climb, which also scans.
Okay.
Frog. Save point. kind of an Ubisoft tower. I mean, lightweight Ubisoft tower, but, you know, the principle. It's a feline in a full, like, oh, I don't even know what you'd call it, but it's a long coat with a high collar.
Yes.
And then helmet with big goggles. Very cute. What exactly is this kitty, Captain? Now, would calling a feline a kitty, is that like kosher?
Uh-huh.
An explorer feline. They travel all over the world, drawing up maps wherever they go. Precisely. We chart maps at lookout points across the land. If you talk to one of us, we'll happily hand over a map. Speaking of which, here's a detailed map of the region. Fitting gift for a rookie setting off on her inaugural expedition. Yep. Climb the tower, reveal the map. Having a map like this will make visiting a new place super easy.
By the way.
Incidentally, allow me to instruct you on how to use lookout points. Can I borrow your spyglass? Be an honor. You should be able to observe the path to the woods from the spyglass. I like it's a telescope on a tripod, but there is a little platform built into one of the sides attached to two of the legs so that a feline can stand on it and look through.
Let's see.
Try looking around.
Oh.
Look at the icon.
You did it!
It's more crystallized the further we go, which means we should be able to take that road to the Blightstone Woods. I'm not seeing the crystallization, but yeah, sure. Figured it out in no time at all. Now we know which way we should go. Lookout points can be used to discover all sorts of places. Be sure to look for points of interest when you have time. You can also place markers. Family vineyards grow the greatest grapes. My fur stands on end whenever I see the keep. No. But why?
Hold on.
Do adore the look of the castle. Do you think anyone can stand up to us?
Hold on.
Fine flag modeled after Ratha's wings. Okay, so that's the flag? I feel like we have different definitions of flag. I feel like you've crossed past flag and have gone into our castle needed a sail. Look out for the lake area. Windmills.
Oh.
Climbable cliffs. Monster that's all white and fluffy. Is that the Inflato mouse? Can't remember what they're called.
What's this?
Lookout point.
What's this?
Okay, let's see here. There is treasure to obtain.
All right.
Nice. Den protector small. Okay. So we get decos right away. Bird. At least the early levels are coming quick. Ugh. Back up. We're gonna look through that. Reset our pins so we can see where we're going. Large Thera bead. Guessing those are health potions? I'm sure we'll find out and then never use them. Not for lack of need to use them, but more out of, standard RPG obstinance. Fruit tree. Now that tree is ripe for plucking. Maybe we should do some gathering. Sure could, although grabbing fruit from such a tall tree would be a real poogie of a job. I mean, sure. Down in your monsties, hit the tree with a breath or melee attack. Just wanted to see Ratha's breath attack. While riding to melee. Okay, it's a way to initiate combat with monsters without having to try to get behind them, and it also allows you to just kind of auto-win a battle if you're strong enough. And you can do various things. Neat. Remember, kids, this is how you mine. With explosives. The game wants us to go the other way, so we shan't. Actually, yeah.
What's this?
So, significant noun encroachment seems to be the spread of the crystallization. All right. Oh, okay. We can do stationary. save point. Not bad so far. I mean, we're still in tutorial land, so...
Right, we're here. Let's get your inaugural expedition underway.
Aye, Captain. Ready for action.
Out of context quotes are always fun.
Well, that's the spirit. Now, as for the work at hand, we're going to explore the forest and have you look for monster eggs.
You got it. But that's all we're doing? Looking for eggs?
Yes, that's all we're doing. Gathering the seemingly key transportation and military asset of this world.
Exactly. It may not sound glamorous, but egg hunting's one of our essential tasks. And this is how we find the monsties who become our partners, after all. But that's not all. There's another reason egg hunts are so important to we rangers.
And, what reason is that?
It's simple. Counterintuitive though it may seem, egg hunts are a way for us to protect endangered monster species. When we find an endangered species egg, we take it and hatch it. Then, we can return it to the wild, bolstering their population.
That really does set you all apart from your average riders. What a great thing to do!
By the way, do you know why more and more monsters are on the brink of extinction?
Environmental changes brought on by the encroachment, maybe?
Right on the money. You really do live up to your reputation.
I mean, slow expanding crystallization of habitats would usually cause some problems.
I'm still learning.
That's all the more impressive. But we think there may be another factor at play. In addition to the crystal encroachment, that is. Are you familiar with feral monsters?
Feral monsters... Oh, yeah. They're sort of like regular monsters, but super strong and aggressive, right?
Do we have the rage virus coming into play?
From what I heard, no one's ever encountered one of those beasts and lived to tell the tale.
Then how do we know about them?
Huh? Hold on a moment. That can't be right.
Huh? What do you mean it can't be right?
If no one survived, how would the rest of us even know how strong they are?
Whoa! I never thought about that! You're sharp, little guy!
Well, you've got the super strong part right, at least. Their might defies the very laws of nature. Now imagine what that power does to an ecosystem. I'll tell you more about feral monsters down the line.
But that's for another tutorial.
I am all ears.
We should probably get going. You can give her the lesson on the move.
Now, are those going to be like world bosses, like rare encounters, boss monsters? We'll have to see.
Aye.
Is that concept would be a convenient narrative way to say this is why there are boss monsters. But it would also work for the sort of notorious monster type. Plants on the Ashen Pass we can harvest. Herb plus blue mushroom equals potion. Crafting. You got potion. lot of coughing today, sorry. The toad is durable. Drone substance.
We can handle it together.
Let's go! Got this!
Ah. Good deal. Slashing weapon is specially made to deal damage. Oh. Not like normal slashing weapons. In head-to-heads or use certain skills. Then you can use bigger powered skills. The implication that it's using a power attack?
You did it!
Keep it up!
That was the overhand or the rising strike of the great sword. It is one of the moves that can propel a player into the air if you catch them with it, but in Wilds it also became the offset attack move, which lets you do these neat sort of like deflect their attack kind of animations.
Amazing!
All right! Yeah! On to the next!
Okay, you get, guessing 5 loot markers for an S rank, and then, you know, down from there. Red variety of Minabra, but, I mean, I'm pleased just to end them outright like that. They are an obnoxious kind of monster. There. That a wild Poogie?
What?
That my family's Poogie? So it was in a place like this.
Huh?
The Poogie from back home doing all the way out here.
Let's see.
In a heck of a storm a while back, the poor spooked Poogies all ran off together. Alright, so one of our hunt and find collectibles kind of objectives. Find the Poogies. I can't remember, but I think that's like an Emperor's New Clothes outfit. Where it's just like, just the diaper and crown.
Hey.
Will you do something about it? We're in the middle of her inaugural expedition, but surely we could rescue it. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but in Monster Hunter there are these little pigs called Poogies. And for the most part, they're just there to be cute and to be dressed up. You're a Poogie. Press F to help Poogie.
What's this?
Poogie. Gold. Gold trade tickets, and then it burrows away. Okay, let's see. Head-on clash between our Toby Kadachi and one of the Velocidromes. There's speed types. So is Toby. So if we do this again, we do a fireball against that one.
Counting on you.
And then we're going to do our own tech attack against that same one. I like the delayed reaction of its death. I guess we have seen one of her special moves.
We've got the upper hand.
Nice one.
So move type advantage does give you a damage boost, but the big element of it is the head-on mechanic.
We've got the upper hand.
Reach up behind my head and give Ember back scratches here. So once the turn is locked in, it will reveal what their moves are going to be.
Yeah.
We did it!
There is Big Arrow up there. It meant to indicate that there's a ramp here. Corrosive fluid. One of the recurring item types in the game from various monsters is monster fluid, which never sounds like a thing that you want to have to gather. Ew. Can't remember what that one's called, but that is a monster that was made in a brief window where one of the monster designers wanted to push the game to be more horror
Do
focused.
call it egg quartz for a reason.
What's that inside?
A Kezu.
There we go.
You hardly see any these days, but they were once pretty common.
Is it, alright to touch?
Of course.
They're very,
It's not
like,
you're going to hurt it.
rubbery flesh-looking, and their neck can extend out. Does, like, electrical
The
moves
first egg
and
quartz was
kind of
discovered around
erratic
200
lunging
years
attacks.
ago. After that, however,
like high
no other
reach bite
discoveries
kind of
until
stuff.
10 years ago, when people started finding egg quartz everywhere.
I wonder what changed.
No one knows. There's no rhyme or reason to where egg quartz appears or what monsters it encases. With that said, I think getting to the bottom of the encroachment is our duty as rangers.
Unraveling
The implication there
mysteries,
being that it's not like
Man, the
trapping
Rangers are so
monsters,
cool.
but that they're like when the egg quartz appears, it contains monsters.
Courage is commendable, but safety comes
Yeah.
first.
You know,
No matter
dimensional
what happens,
rift
don't
kind of
forget
vibe.
I'll take that to heart, sir.
Sir? That's not bad.
I have tasted power and I like it.
Okay.
Looking to avoid a skirmish, use a roar. Alright, well, that scans. And you gotta cool down.
Okay. What's this? We can handle it together.
Let's go!
Got this.
Okay.
All right!
Got it!
You did it!
I still love that delayed reaction that they
On to the
do.
next.
They take damage, they stagger back, they right themselves, and then they dramatically flop backwards.
We've got the upper hand!
It's got a very LARP, hey, I got you vibe. Oh, you're right.
All right! You did it! Get him!
Got him!
We did it!
Kill them, my adorable pig army.
On to the next!
Hello, Ember. Hey. Found pile of random trash.
Let's give it our all.
Let's go!
All right.
Let's go.
I'll take it. Yes.
So right now, a lot of the monsters kind of are one tricks in that they're just, like, you know, I use this attack basically, but I suspect that we're going to be seeing more variety in that. Now, I'm interested to see if there are like telegraphs to what kind of moves they're going to make beyond, you know, I am in enrage mode.
Get him! You did it!
Yeah.
Those leaping tail slam moves from a Tobi Kadachi are brutal. Oh, another Poogie. This one's wearing blue jammies. Apparently we have become strong enough to just wreck Velociprey with a bite from Tobi Kadachi.
Huh? Look!
Yeah. Monster eggs.
That's a rare pattern. Are they bird wyvern eggs?
It could be an ultra-rare endangered species.
I wouldn't get my hopes up. Look, the calling card.
I recognize that feather.
Here it comes.
I knew it!
Inflato Mouse.
Watch out for aerial attacks!
Rudy!
This is nothing. We're not backing down. Bring it on!
It's hostile. We have to calm it down.
Ratha!
As soon as they added the feline sidekicks to either act as a combat augmenter or a an extra party member when you don't have other people in multiplayer to join you, Palico's got strong. There are builds in the base Monster Hunter games you can use which will let your Palico largely like do all the damage for you. You know, you'll be back there using heal and buff potions, and the little cat guy will be wrecking shop. Something you used to combat. Don't push yourself too hard. I'm gonna take a stab at this here.
Counting on you.
All right, well, that was a good guess. My assumption was that Palumu would be a more technical monster. Okay, it's going after Rathalos. For the face. Okay, it's using a special move, so it's not type bound. Bonk. Icky feet. So this is Paulumu's like behavior set in actual Monster Hunter is they do have moves on the ground and like heavy attacks. They have that armored tail that they'll whack you with. But they kind of inflate that big pouch around their neck, and suddenly they are a very mobile aerial fighter.
Oh.
Floaty like a balloon. Hey, my guess is that it would go speed after this. Let's find out. Vulnerable to piercing. In that state, going for the body. Can topple it in that state. Let's use up a bit more stamina, shall we? Yep, it went speed.
Nice one.
Bonk. Welcome back, Skrongo.
Let's do this.
We are fighting the inflatable mouse.
Well,
Can do.
Okay, this is something that was apparent in the menus, is it looks like the main character has great sword, hunting horn, and bow, at least in this part. Yep, switch weapons.
Hey.
Yeah, you want to hit the body with a piercing attack to bring it down.
Nice one!
All right.
And again, this is a mechanic in the base game, is if you do enough damage to that area in its body, you can make it lose the, expel the air and fall.
Amazing.
You did it!
Your Highness!
Pull together now!
Oh, dang.
We've got this!
Get pummeled.
So, listen.
Its health gauge was not decreasing at all. This is actually a good form of tutorial battle, is that there's a lot of it that is very apparent that it is, you must do this thing to demonstrate. And you can't just win the fight.
Ratha!
Your Highness!
Writing strengthens the bond between the prince and his monstie. Together they reach new heights of power. Fill kinship gauge, ride monster. Okay. When you're riding, it's if you get knocked out or if you lose 2 head-to-head fights. And you can use a big move, but that ends the ride.
Yes. Nasty.
Do slashing damage. Yeah, let's just go for the face. Oh, we get special animations.
You ready, Captain?
Yeah!
Combo moves.
Give it my all!
Moderate overkill.
Good work.
Oh no. A new challenger approaches. This is a Chotacabra from Wilds, but it's brighter green and covered in crystals.
What's gone into that monster?
And is stealing my kills.
It's gone feral.
You remember that that noun we talked about before, or that particular type we talked about? Yeah, let's talk more about that.
Be careful.
Let's see.
This is like the blood-sucking flies and rise, and the can't remember what it's called, but the purple virus in various of them now. I mean, I feel like I would become quite irritated and harder to control if there were giant shards of rock sprouting from my body. Out and hit the crystals to do a thing.
Don't push yourself.
Yeah. She hit the crystals and it retaliated with paralysis. It seems to hate being attacked there. Okay, don't just strike outright. There's a vulnerable period where you can break the crystals. Noted. Let's see. Fire elemental. Based on the marker, that might be that they're enraged. Normally, that kind of creature would be a power attacker. I guess speed. Torso has Blightstone on it, so that's what you're trying to avoid doing. Go for the face.
I won't let up! Let's go!
Nice one.
You okay?
Yeah, it unleashed lightning bugs, no less. Okay, so in this case, feral monsters are aberrant types. They're more of the can't remember. There's a term for them where they are. It's not like a subspecies. It is one that is altered by its environment, like directly. Powerful feral attacks, but these can be weakened by destroying their crystallized parts.
What?
Looking worn out.
Your Highness!
So if they use a big move, there is a vulnerable period after.
Amazing!
Well, that's unfortunate. Chotacabra is like, it's got gooey saliva. And seems to use that as much to like gather like debris onto its limbs, as well as to attack. Hey, Schmuggums. We're still moving through the early tutorial. It's pretty good so far.
Oh? It's possible.
Oh, yeah. So this is a visual cue that it doesn't have its lightning aura active to retaliate.
No.
Leave it to me.
I mean, I feel like don't get massively electrocuted would be kind of nice. Paralysis is bad news. Can I clear that? Because that's a problem. No, I can't. I can't clear my paralysis because I'm paralyzed and get interrupted.
Are you okay?
All right, let's see here.
Don't push yourself. Let's do this.
You did it!
The head-to-head is just they kind of bounce off of each other when it's the type match. So the fact that it shattered the crystals was kind of anticlimactic.
Nice one.
All right, well, we're in kind of healer mode at the moment. Do we have anything in here? Yeah. Hunting horn.
Are you okay?
Thanks so much.
Hunting horn essentially is a weaponized bagpipe. Okay, can still use the lightning attack, but it was specifically the weak version.
Keep an eye out.
Good, Muncie.
Ah, okay. The hunting horn does still have its note mechanic, and it looks like it is the type of song, the attack type that you use, the color. So if I was to follow up with a green, it looks like some sort of attack buff. Does it work for regular attacks?
Excellent! Now's your chance!
Apparently it does. It arms the song. Okay, that's Magnificent Trio.
Let's go.
Watch out!
Hey, it lost its little limb bonus thing.
We've got this.
Well, I think he's looking bad. He's looking bad.
Time.
Pummeling.
We did it.
There are a lot of mechanics in place. None of them seem fiddly. It's just there are a lot of moving parts.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, so far, feral monster means boss
You all right?
monster, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you, Captain. But all I really did was try to survive.
Which is kind of true to Monster Hunter, especially when it's a fight you're not familiar with. A great deal of it is like running around and diving for cover while things go terribly wrong.
But what was a feral monster doing
That
here
holds
of
true
all
even if
places?
you're familiar with the fights, too.
That was really terrifying. Now I understand how one of them could destroy an entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
That's right,
There
the
isn't a rider alive who
the
can control
virus
it.
that sends them berserk
The
that
best thing we
comes
can do for
from
these
a
ecosystems
particular type of
is to
monster
take
is the
them out.
frenzy virus. That's right.
It looked like a regular chupacabra
Capital
to me,
F,
but it
the
was
frenzy.
So strong. Where'd all that power come from?
That's what we Rangers are here to find out.
We've got our work cut out for us. I'm all in.
Well, with your inaugural expedition complete, you are now officially a Ranger. Welcome aboard.
So I like the pouch that he wears across his chest. It's got a the little claw catch on it that you would like thread through a loop to hold it closed. But I have to wonder if it's really doing that, because there's no way you'd get it through the loop that it's showing it's through. Like, that, it doesn't seem like it would work.
Roger.
Hooray, you passed your test and we
about time we
completed the
head back.
tutorial.
Oh, here. This Paolumu egg belongs to you.
To me? You mean it?
To commemorate your first day. Raise it well.
I will. Thank you so much.
You have obtained your own balloon rat.
Come on. Let's hatch these eggs.
Demonstrate to me the monster catching tutorial. This seems strangely ritualistic.
This part is easy. We Rangers don't have to do much here. So just follow my lead, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Going formal, huh?
It's her first ritual as a ranger. Gotta give her all the bells and whistles.
Ah, I see. That's our prince for you.
O sacred stone.
Now pray for the monster to awaken.
Pompadour hairstyle, wide leg stance.
Join Ryder
That is our
in unfailing kinship.
That is our unruly guy there.
Bind thy untamed spirit to mine.
Well, they just made this 1 degree more sinister. That chant implies a type of mind control. Like, from birth. Well, that's adorable. I mean, full angry adult Paolumu face is kind of scary. They have the, like, wide, jagged tooth mouth. But while it's not, like, entirely cute, the smaller proportions and the lack of the snaggletooth fang mouth is lends a lot to it. Vitality, fairly potent. No applied element, got it in the Blightstone Woods. Let's see, weak to fire, strong to water, moderately strong to ice, weak to lightning. It is technical focused. It is apparently a C rank. And then we have these little skill nodules. Sure.
I'll tell you, it never fails to give me chills.
Next we do the rite of channeling, right?
No need to rush. Enjoy the moment.
Agreed. Let's save the rite of channeling for later, okay?
No, demonstrate to me the next mechanic.
Seriously?
What's up, you guys?
Plenty, that's what. Take a look for yourself.
Giant pile of
These
paperwork.
are requests, but why so many?
Given the political climate, many riders have been dispatched to the Vermilion border to provide surveillance and security. His Majesty has delegated their duties to us as rangers.
Has he now?
You're not going to be frontline soldiers. You can handle all the busy work.
Can't knock the vote of confidence. The king clearly believes we can handle anything they can throw at us.
They even gave him the tasseled vest. How the almost the kind of shoulder pads that he's got there have the little fringe on them. That and kind of the bow-legged stance, the hairstyle. I think they're trying to go for biker as far as the vibe of the character. Given his behavior, the sort of delinquent past his prime kind of thing. And he is juxtaposed next to Dark Edgelord here, who dark colors, red highlights, very like spiky appearance. So his shoulder pads have literal spikes, jagged edges. Even the clasps on his chest piece there are like spiked stars, studded leather. There is very base kind of shape language to the characters here. Even with his dialogue, like it opened with a spelled out sigh. He is the type of person to which brooding comes naturally.
Harvesting fields, repairing damaged roofs. What? Does he think we're a bunch of handymen?
That is your king you're talking about!
Mind if I take a look? I have a sneaking suspicion about these requests.
Of course you do.
All right then, lay it on us.
So, the majority of these requests come from people living near the border.
What does that mean?
I'm not entirely sure.
It comes from people living near the border.
I'd bet it's related to our Titan border security and a distinct lack of unoccupied hands.
Then it sounds like we should take a look for ourselves.
Again, maybe a translation problem, but it was, okay, we get a great deal of these requests already. And now we're on a wartime footing where all of the available people to do those requests, or a majority of them, are sent to the border where the conflict is. So his sneaking suspicion about these requests is that all of the people that would normally be doing it are on the border. So they have to do it. I feel like our main character isn't actually helping. It's like they wanted that to seem insightful, but it felt like he was just repeating the thing that he said moments ago. Just with a different inflection, and everybody was like, yes, yes, I feel like you might be right there, sir.
Scanning over them, some of these requests even involve chasing down rare monsters.
Now that sort of job sounds much more up our alley.
What do you say? No pressure, of course. These requests aren't exactly kingdom-shaking, so there's no need to bite off more than we can chew.
No, I say we go check it out. Simon, you're with me.
Always.
by the way.
Stop by the stables. Let us introduce the stables and their utility. Some free barrel meat. Okay, apparently you can have up to 700 monsters stored. Party can have up to 6. That scans given the UI slots. You can see the riding actions. Okay. Oh, okay. And you can also register like loadouts, which won't be necessary because we don't have enough for any more than that, but okay, so it has jet balloon, a vengeful attack, some passives which seem to be dark resist and non-element defense boost, but hyper shot and killer crush, those scan for Palumu. It has a wind gust attack, like a wind bullet kind of thing. But one of its big lethal moves is to knock you over and then do like a somersault crash down and slam the tail into you, usually while you're down. And that can be very much a, and now you're dead move. I can fly, jump, roar, and melee attack. There's also swim, stealth, and ground dive of moves we have not seen. Don't know what those little plus stars mean on the 4 stats there, but we also have crit rate, speed, and starting stamina. I'm guessing that the stars imply like this is what's better about a particularly better instance of the monster. Like they have a better stat progression. A mechanic they haven't shown us is apparently called bingo. My guess it's if the slots are opened and have something in them, that it is number of like Connect 3s are the bingos. And that the more of those you have, you get those extra stats on the right. We're guessing. Tutorial will tell us later.
Your Highness!
All right, let's see here. We need to run back over to here.
I'm ready for anything.
Put down a save. And that will be it for the day. Okay, kind of not like super intense. There's a lot of neat visuals to happen here. And we're still in the welcome to the games portion. So I suspect more will happen later. This is definitely something we can play more of. Nothing about it has said I don't like this. If it ends up being necessary for like grinding or anything like that, we'll see how it goes. We are still going to try to get some coding in on the regular. I've still got to figure out where we're going next with that, though, because the latest changes to try to keep optimizing have reached another limitation. So we need a way around that. And I don't want to just, have a stream that is just the sound of forehead on keyboard for the entire time. But yeah, we'll figure out what we're going to do next. Hopefully we're going to be closer to a schedule this week. But folks, I hope you had a good time watching with us tonight. If you like what you saw and would like to see more, remember to like, follow, subscribe, comment. All that stuff is generally good, those buttons down there, so I'd appreciate it if you press them. If you'd like to consider helping financially support the channel, you can do so through platform-specific means, as well as other options in the link tree in my video descriptions and bio. But with that said, I hope the rest of your day is good, and I will see you next time.